Because far too often, what happens is the way that OCD is approached is too lightly. I'm not talking about tough love. I'm talking about it's too lightly. It's reassurancy in a lot of ways. I've only got to scroll across Instagram accounts in the OCD community, and in 10 seconds, you'll see 90% reassurance posts in one way or another that people aren't even aware. Saying over and over, it's just an OCD thought, you are not your thing, you are not what you're scared of, what you're scared of isn't going to happen, it's just an OCD thought, is the biggest reassurance that happens all day long. When we built the Facebook group, I thought, well, we've got to stop reassurance happening, because it happens all the time. So we hired a lot more moderators than most Facebook groups had, by about 3 times. And we just made sure that we were stopping reassurance as best we can. But you're not able to stop all of it, it creeps in, okay? If I go into the forums that I went into 18 years ago, 15 years ago, is the same reassurance in there from then, now. Some of the people from 15 to 18 years ago is in there asking the same OCD reassurance questions today. That's how it happens, because of comfort, wanting to be comfortable, wanting to, can I just get that? It's okay. Can I just ask that one thing and then I'll be okay? Oh, surely it's okay to ask that. In that tone in our head, that's what's happening. Oh, I'll just ask Rob this because he might not notice that, and I should know that. And even with the recovery journey, if I'm just doing this wrong, I should just check this and check that. Ask yourself, is the thing I'm doing trying to get instant relief of a change in sensation right now? Can I, from my perception now, calm myself down in the best way I can? Do I need a bit of information for 1 second to try and push that down? You can work out what's reassurance. That internal chase, like a drug addiction, but for the illusion of certainty, to get that reassurance. When I came into working with OCD, I realized that online is a reassurance everywhere. Why? Because online is a place you can go to ask people things. Now, if you could buy drugs online and download them through your printer, what do you think drug addiction would be like in drug forums and so on? It'd be everywhere. With OCD, you can do this. OCD, you can ask, you can DM, you can message. The other biggest mistake people make, finding someone just like them and then DMing that person. A person who's been stuck for 10 years, can I just ask you a question? That's the last person you want to be asking for questions. You want to be asking someone who's progressing along the recovery journey, not the person who's most likely to give you reassurance or just constantly go on about how bad OCD is. So you've got to be really focused on what you're trying to get, okay? That's really key, because there is so much great stuff that you can learn and so much great stuff that can help, but you've got to go to the right source for it, because those forums are full of people that want to talk about OCD all day, but with no solution. That's because they're struggling, and also because they're used to doing that because it helps them feel comfortable too. You've got to really watch out for that. I can't highlight that enough. And it's not easy to highlight that. And whatever you say in the OCD community, you can get backlash in one way or another. If I say, oh, there's too much reassurance, oh, don't be too hard. If I say that's reassurance, oh, I was only asking, I didn't know. Of course it's going to be like that. Always going to be the bad guy when it's talking about reassurance. So that's why I've got to highlight how important it is to come from within. From you not wanting to ask for reassurance. From you. That's where it comes from. Not, did Rob say it's okay? From you.